Hi, and welcome to Your Future, Your Finances. We have another great show for you today. The first topic we're going to be talking about today is 401k plans and the retirement industry. My guest today is Charles Reichelt of John Hancock Retirement Plan Services. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brian.
Appreciate it. Start off, tell us a little bit about yourself and John Hancock as a company.
Well, I'm a Maryland native, and I've been with John Hancock now for the last 11 years. Basically what I do, Brian, is I help advisors in the 401k market basically market and sell their services to small to mid-sized companies. We're a very successful firm. We have about 56,000 small to mid-sized businesses.
And by businesses, so you have employers who
Yes,
have chosen John Hancock, or really any retirement plan provider. They're working in the 401k space. What should employers know about 401k plans right now?
Well, I'd say first and foremost, 401ks are a great way to help their employees save for retirement. But there are a number of other reasons why employers would want to use a 401k plan. For example, they can utilize 401k plans to contribute and remove from taxable income up to the 415 limit of $59,000. They can accelerate retirement saving. Many business owners put money back into their business and undersave for retirement. We try to help with that. And if there's a spouse as a co-owner of an employer, there can be household tax savings for the entire family. Finally, the cost for running a plan have gone way down in our marketplace.
Good. So that's on the employer side, and then every individual employee too. They have limits and things they have to work within. What are the limits for their ability to save into a 401k?
Well, there's a couple of types of plans, Brian. So in a simple IRA, the limit is $12,500, and the employee can use a catch-up contribution to put away an additional $3,000. However, we like the 401k market, and the big difference between these and 401k plans is that 401k plans allow for higher contributions for both sponsors and employers and much greater design flexibility. 401ks allow an annual contribution of $18,000 per person with an additional catch-up of $6,000 available. That can be contributed either on a pre-tax basis or on a Roth basis. If you had a simple IRA plan for some time and have you been able to make the mandatory matching contributions, then you should be considering upgrading to a 401k plan. The plan benefits may outweigh the increased costs, and there's actually a tax credit of up to $500 available to new plans who decide to choose a 401k.
Tax credit to the employer.
Yes, sir.
For doing that.
As much as $500.
That's good. That's good.
The maximum individual contribution allowable is $53,000 plus that catch-up of $6,000.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the innovations or changes going on in the retirement planning industry?
We've gone through a ton of change in the last, I'll say, 20 years. I think the adoption of automatic enrollment or negative election has been a big one. We at John Hancock, we're a huge proponent of it because inertia is such a powerful force in plans, people just not doing anything. Mm-hmm. Today we're seeing about 70% of plans use automatic enrollment, and we think that number is only going to climb up to 80%. Employees want to be nudged into these plans. That's what all of our studies show, which is saving adequately for their own retirement. Mm-hmm. Another thing we've seen is the adoption of safe harbor provisions. This has also been great for employers because it allows them to bypass testing and get that full $18,000 in there. Finally, I think the growth of cash balance plans has helped us, and these hybrid plans allow significantly more dollars to be contributed by an employer, upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands, that's
Yep.
good.
For the high net worth, successful business owner.
Mm-hmm. Safe harbor plan, so that just makes it essentially easier for companies to be able to match or put in money for their employees, which of course the employees, they may not know whether they have a safe harbor or not, but they know that they're getting money.
Correct.
Yep. It's
a simplified administration, and it's simplified for the employer so that they know without a shadow of a doubt that they can put the full $18,000 away.
Mm-hmm. So talk a little about what investments are available in a 401k.
There's recently been a move towards more open architecture solutions, meaning that there's more choice than ever before in a 401k plan. But as a company, we believe that the universe of investments should be pared down for participants, typically by an advisor, so that they can choose from a list of about 20 investment options that may be suitable for their retirement savings. We find that if there's too much choice, employees sometimes decide not to participate as the amount of decision-making required is just too daunting. Mm-hmm. There's also a range of capital preservation options such as stable value funds and money market funds, but the most popular investments these days tend to be target date funds. In fact, a significant number of the qualified default investment alternatives offered by retirement plans are target date funds.
Meaning if you don't pick anything else, it'll go into that by default.
Correct, and that's a qualified default, meaning the Department of Labor has said that a target date fund is suitable for that type of investment.
And what's the definition of a target date fund for those watching?
The definition, are you asking how do they work or the definition? There are a couple of different philosophies when it comes to target date funds. Some focus on getting the participant to retirement, and others try to build the portfolio that takes investors through retirement. These are managed differently, but generally the difference only becomes apparent in the years approaching and right after retirement. Both are based on age, meaning that they take the individual's current age and the date at which they plan to retire and create what's known as a glide path to get them there. These glide paths move from a portfolio more heavily invested in equities earlier in the saving cycle, and they gear down to fixed income options as the employee gets older.
Fantastic. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with Charles Reichelt of John Hancock Retirement Services. We're talking about the retirement industry and 401k plans, a number of other topics. We'll be right back. You're watching Your Future, Your Finances.